How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're looking at what Raoul Paul is seeing in the market, and a lot of people gave him flack this last bull run because he was a little bit overly bullish, but I really think he's someone to watch because he was right about Solana, he's right about Ethereum, he's right about crypto in general. He's just a little bit extra bullish like the rest of us, and he has some great predictions, some great thinking, some great lessons for this next bull run. So I want to play the clip for you. This is from a podcast that only got a few thousand views, so I thought I should play it on my channel as well. You can go check it out. It's on Rug Radio. There's a longer version there, but I cut out the clips of Raoul Paul actually talking about crypto. And before we get started, please hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video to see future videos like this. Let me know in the comment section if you like these kinds of videos where I pull clips from other people. And there is going to be a link to Margex underneath the video where you can trade cryptocurrency on leverage. I know some people have been doing this and making great results. Some people are loving this. And as you can see, we do have a bit of a bullish pattern. I mean, we are just hitting higher lows, and we may see inflows into the ETFs this week. I really like putting in long positions when we've seen a 20% pullback or something, when we're at significant support. I think that's the time to be leverage trading or setting long. So definitely check this out underneath the video. There's no KYC, which means you don't have to put in personal information. You just put in an email password, check their terms and conditions so that you can start trading. And there's a deposit bonus that can be used towards fees as well. There's also a link down there to CoinW in case you want to start trading spot or trading futures somewhere else. You can try out CoinW. And when you sign up with that link, you actually get access to this HGA/CoinW trading group. They give you pro traders charts, giving analysis and trading plans. They give you trading alerts. They also give you live trading sessions and trading education videos as well. So definitely check this link out underneath the link to CoinW as well.
We're in crypto summer. We just started crypto summer. Crypto summer is up only. Yes, you get the 30% pullbacks that happen in your face in minutes, but that's crypto summer. This whole year should be crypto summer. Now, we're all debating whether we get a left translated cycle or a bubble cycle that goes on further than we imagine. None of us know that yet, but we're at the sweet spot. Global liquidity is picking up, should continue going forwards. Business cycles should pick up. So this is the time. This is the great time, and this is the time when ETH outperforms Bitcoin, Solana outperforms ETH. A bunch of alts will outperform Solana. So, it's obviously, it is the great opportunity. It's the big trade is now on. All financial markets work the same way. You put capital in, and it's coming into Bitcoin. It then flows into the less liquid assets, and they rise more, right? It's just all markets work the same way. So it comes into Bitcoin, it pushes up the other assets. So the next phase is obviously the ETH ETF. ETH is really an interesting dynamic because the more ETH you buy, the more the supply is reduced. With about 28% locked up in bloody staking, I mean, it's going to get quite a disruly market. It's going to be very price gappy to the upside and probably the downside. So that's going to get fun. Solana has been like the main adoption horse because it's going up the adoption curve, so it tends to outperform. So I just think you just have that perfect risk curve where Bitcoin starts the cycle well, ETH then starts to outperform. If you look at the ETH Bitcoin chart, it looks like it should start to break higher over time. And that's pretty much what happened. When was it? About September 2020. No, it was like summer 2020. We saw the same kind of thing. So we should see that continue. And then Solana, if I look at the Solana ETH chart, it's about to break higher again. It's like this perfect little flag pattern, should keep going. So it looks as is, and as I've kind of thought all the way through. I think nothing changes. So I think Solana is ETH of the last cycle, right? This is a proper blockchain that's getting full adoption. So this is a real thing. Fire Dance is the kicker. So we've got some real stuff happening here. So in terms of price targets, I mean, who the hell knows? But if we kind of replicate what ETH did last cycle, that was a 45x from the low. So you get somewhere like about $500. if I look at the other charts, I get somewhere between 500 and 1,000. And it just depends on the structure of this market. If we get a bubble cycle, it'll go to 1,000. If we get some sort of left translated, it gets to 500. It's something like that. You know, as we all know here, you know, price targets are pretty useless, but because you need to see the structure and nature of the market when it happens. So it's all well and good us having an idea now, but we'll feel it and know it when it's happening. And I'm still trying to figure out, I'd love to hear your guys' views. So here's my odds. My odds is 60% this is kind of a normal cycle. I would say the last cycle we had wasn't. It was stunted. The last leg was stunted. We should have had another leg higher. We didn't get it. 2017 was probably more of a normal crypto cycle. It was like 2013. They get quite blow-offy top at the end. There's a full bubble cycle that could be kind of la-la land, which I would give 20%. I give 60% to a normal cycle and 20% to a left translated cycle. That's kind of where my odds are right now. We have not seen on the media side the rush. It's not happened yet.
No.
It's the same people still. Yeah, I can see my Twitter numbers growing again because they were flatlined for a long time, but they're still not growing fast. I mean, I hit 1 million, I don't know, 4 months ago, and I'm at like 1,020,000. So we're not seeing a massive influx.
No.
So you're right. I mean, look, there's some anecdotal evidence, yes, but we're not really seeing a mass participation. And, you know, but it is early. It's early in the cycle. We forget because, look, we were all quite lucky in getting this cycle quite right. So we feel like we've been in it all the way through. But don't forget, last cycle, most of us were buying now.
Or later.
We thought April, May, and June last time.
It was later. I got in the same time as you guys, right? Like, it was later.
Yeah. Like, but obviously the price is further this time. So it's different. So I don't know, and let's just keep an open mind. I think Michael's view is also right. I just don't think we know. So we just have to keep a very open mind, which is why I'm trying to use a probabilistic framework and just keep adjusting as we go. My setup is I'm really 95% non, just in my core positions, and then 5% of silly stuff, of which I've got some stuff that's too small that I won't talk about, and then I've got whiff and I've got bonk, and I got Doge. Yes, I've got the dogs, because the dogs run first. This is the perfect point for the dog cycle. So you do a bit of that for the fun of it. But I'm not very good at this part of it because you always end up and look back and you're too late into a cycle. You look back, you got this shrapnel of useless shit. I mean, if I look back at my wallet last time around, the decentralized and sandbox and all of this stuff you get stuck with from narratives that you overstayed in, that's the issue, is not overstaying in this stuff. The hard part is actually the last part of the cycle. It's the hardest part. It's not buying the cycle, it's not running the cycle, it's the end. Because if it finishes early, you kind of get caught holding the bag. If it finishes normally and you've got PTSD, you end up selling a bit too early. That's not the worst thing. If it has a super cycle, I remember selling Bitcoin in 2017 at like 2,500 and thinking I was great. Went to 20,000, kind of 10x'd in the next 5 months. So my wildest prediction is basically, look, it's just don't fuck this up. I keep saying it. It's so simple. It's just don't do anything. Look, this show is all great fun and we all talk about stuff. Pretty much everybody here is actually only trading, messing around with their smaller part of their position. Really, we're actually just holding our core positions where we have beliefs. And that is really the key thing. And, yes, Rollbit's a sponsor. Yes, people use leverage. Yes, everybody here is ex-financial markets, right? Everybody knows how to use leverage. I don't use leverage. But, again, you can do it on the small bag. You can learn the game. But this is the biggest, crypto has been and remains the biggest macro opportunity we have ever been given. It's the best performing asset of all time in the fastest period of time. This is the big one. This is the one where you don't get a chance to bitch. We didn't get a chance. They got rich. Every single person on earth can put 10% of their weekly paycheck into this. So we're all on a level playing field. So the key thing is not lose control of your tokens. So that's really it. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just don't get too greedy. You'll be fine over time. So, yeah, that's the main thing.
Now, what do you think about Raoul Paul's predictions? What do you think about his thoughts? I think they're pretty right on. They're very similar to some of the thoughts that I have on the market. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You can check out the links to MargeX and to CoinW underneath the video and get in on that free trading group. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.